This is one of the most popular golf course communities in all of Salem. So let's walk around together and talk about the pros and cons of living in Creekside. We're gonna walk around this community together on foot so that you can get a very good perspective about what this community has to offer. We're then gonna hop in the car and take a driving tour before we jump on the internet to take a look at some of the recently sold properties in this neighborhood. My name is Clarity Odd and I'm a real estate broker here in Salem who specializes in relocations. And just like you, I relocated to Salem without knowing anything about this city. Now I get to make videos for you, my future clients who are relocating to Salem. If you want to work with us in the home buying process, go down to the description of this video where you're going to find all of our contact information. Reach out so that we can help you. We are going to start off with the cons of living in Creekside, because if any of these cons feel too prohibitive, then this might not be the community for you, and there's no point in us talking about the benefits and the good side of Creekside. And that rhymes. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of life in Creekside. But first, let's figure out where the heck Creekside's actually located. What you're seeing on the screen right here is my Salem, Oregon neighborhood map guide. And this is where I catalog all of my videos that I make about Salem for easy access for you. So for this purpose, we're going to uncheck the main sections of Salem, uncheck the major neighborhoods, and what we're left with is my favorite neighborhoods in Salem. So we are going to zoom in here, and this is Creekside. The cool thing about this map is it's interactive and always being updated. So if you click on this, when this video is published, by the time you're watching this video, you're going to be able to find Creekside videos right here. But notice this is located in South Salem. If we zoom out just a bit, this is downtown Salem right here. And again, this is Creekside. If you want a copy of this free Google guide that I've created for you, go down to the description of this video and you're going to find a link. The first con on our list is typically this community is more expensive than many of the other South Salem neighborhoods. At the time that this video was filmed, the median home price for a single-family detached home in Salem was $450,000. In this area, you can't even get a home for under $550,000. So that means that you have to at least spend $100,000 to get into this community at just the base level. So it is more expensive than the other areas, but with that you do get typically bigger homes. And so that's kind of the trade-off there. It's more expensive, but you do get bigger homes. Now it is kind of hard to put this being an expensive community definitively on the con list, because it is such a relative point. For my friends on the internet who are relocating from California, you're probably going to come up here and say, wow, I can get a big house in Salem on a golf course for under $600,000. Because yeah, you can. If you want, a smaller home, you could definitely get that in this community. So that's a really relative point. But I put it on the con list simply because when we compare the real estate in Salem overall to Creekside, Creekside does tend to be more expensive than any other real estate in this area. The next con on our list is that Creekside is a hilly community. I don't want anything to do with hills. I don't like them. I don't like the idea of them. I don't like driving up them, walking down them. I don't like them one bit. But with hills, you do get really good views. So this one's kind of a pro and a con. But if you're somebody who's like me, you don't like the idea of living on a hill, you don't like the idea of potentially, in the wintertime getting stuck up on the hill because there's ice on the roads, or you just don't like the idea of a hill for literally any other reason, then this community might not be for you. In total, there are about 600 homes in Creekside. Only a handful of those are not on a hill, and that's going to be closer towards the main entrance of Creekside. But you should, oh God, that butterfly freaked me out. You should expect that most of the houses are on some level of sloping, and you can kind of see here, we are at the base of Creekside right now, but these homes right up there, those ones are at the top of the hill, and so you do have to drive up a good sloped road to get up there. But with those hills, like I mentioned, you get incredible views, and we're gonna flip around here. This is actually the golf course, but if we are higher up in elevation, you would be able to see over these mountains looking towards eastern Oregon. It really is a gorgeous view, so if you like hillside living and you want to reap the benefits that hillside living can give you, then Creekside is a good one, and that probably is not a con for you. The next con on our list is that Creekside does have an HOA. Now, depending on your thoughts about an HOA, again, this really could be on the pro or the con list, but I put it on the con list because I think a lot of people have some reservations when it comes to HOAs, but that's why, you get to look at what the CC&Rs are, you get to better understand what the HOA actually is going to require of you before you purchase a home. So don't worry, you get time to review all of those documents and better understand what standards you as a homeowner will be held to. Now, I would say that this HOA is a little bit more casual than some of the other HOAs around Salem. It's not to say that they don't enforce rules or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, it just has a more casual vibe to the HOA here. And whether you like HOAs or not, I'm gonna flip around the camera because this is what an HOA community gets you. It gets you landscaped lawns that all look very manicured and beautiful. And so if you're into that and you like that idea, then this is what you can expect from the Creekside community and the HOA. If you're liking this video so far, give it a thumbs up and go down to the comments and tell me if you would ever live in a golf course community. If those cons did not bother you and you are still on board with the idea of living in Creekside, then you're gonna wanna hear the pros and the benefits of life in Creekside. The first pro on our list is the fact that this is a golf course community. So if you're somebody who enjoys playing golf, you want to drive around in your golf cart, you want to, go over to your neighbor's house and say, hey, let's go play 18 rounds of golf. This is a community that you can do it. Now, Salem does have other golf course communities. The other two popular ones are gonna be Illahee, which is located in South Salem, and then McNary Estates, and that one is located in Kaiser, which is north of Salem. With this golf course living, you do have access to the country club located in Creekside. The country club is really great. It has a restaurant. It used to have a nail salon. I used to get my nails done there. It has pickleball. You have a pro shop. So there's a lot of different amenities that you're gonna have access to as a resident of Creekside. The restaurant in the country club is open to the public, and it's actually a really kind of cozy place to just go hang out and get some okay food. The next pro on our list is the fact that Creekside is located in a very, very convenient location. So Creekside's located in South Salem, but it's right off of Kubler Street. So the intersection that you actually go down is Kubler and Sunnyside, and Kubler's a really important thoroughfare for all of South Salem because it connects you to I-5, it connects you to the Costco that we have here, it's going to connect you to Commercial Street, which is going to be going north and south and can take you into downtown. So overall, Creekside is in a great optimal location. You're going to be close to Trader Joe's, you're going to be close to all of these different strip malls that have food and dry cleaning. So if you are needing or wanting a community that is centered around golf, it's in a really convenient location in a good school district, this is going to be a neighborhood that you're going to want to look into. We have wrapped up our walking portion of the lovely Creekside vlog tour, and we are now in my cute ass Mercedes ready to go, driving up those hills. And I cannot tell you how terrified of hills I am. I once parked on a driveway in Croissant Mountain, which is not this community at all. It was such a steep driveway. I put my car in emergency park, in park obviously, like I did the whole shebang. And guys, my fucking car started rolling down the hill. I cannot tell you how terrified that made me feel. And my point is, driving in Creekside freaked me out as well because there are hills. And like I said, they are not my jam. So I've gotten off my soapbox here talking about my disdain for hills, but I do just want you to pay attention to the houses, the hills, the golf course, and kind of everything going on as we drive through. After the driving tour, we're going to bop over to the internet together and check out some recently sold homes in this community. What the heck are we doing on Redfin if I have access to the entirety of the MLS? That's probably what you're wondering right now, huh? And just let me tell you that I am a huge proponent of my clients utilizing the democratization of real estate through technology. I totally get that window shopping is pretty much the funnest part of the entire process. And when you and I start house hunting together, I am going to say you better be looking at 3 a.m. when you cannot sleep at Redfin, Zillow, whatever website you want to choose. But that's the fun part. So have fun with the process. And I myself am going to take a page out of my own book and jump online with you so that we can check out some of these homes together. And then you can get in the habit of doing exactly what we're doing to get familiar with the neighborhoods that you're interested in. Okay, that was a lot, y'all. So let's jump into the fun part. We are going to be looking at 2 houses. Both of them are going to be on the, what's that called? The golf course. That's right. That small thing, that golf course there. And they're going to be 2 very different price points. So let's take a look at the first one. This one sold at just over $815,000. We're going to click on this baby here. And I picked this one because it was a great representation of the higher end luxury style home that you're going to get in this community. This home in particular was a little bit outdated. As we move into the kitchen here, you can see that the appliances look to be like older white ones. These tiles have kind of moved out of fashion. So there is potential here for a renovation, and I think the bones of the property and the layout are really gorgeous. So there's a lot of potential there. What I really want to show you, let's scroll down. Here is the golf course. Creekside community does offer direct golf course living. So if you want a home on the golf course, you can certainly make that happen. If you want one off of the golf course, you can also make that happen. But this is pretty darn standard for what you're going to find for golf course living. If you want to investigate this home further on your own, this is the address right down here. Now, let's move over to one that sold for under $500,000, which when I saw this, I was really surprised. This is kind of a shocker, to be honest. But yeah, it was under $500,000. And this is also going to be on the golf course. Now, this is a completely different caliber of home. These 2 properties have, over $300,000 difference between them. So you're going to see when we step in that it's very visible. This is more of kind of a standard builder's grade property and smaller. We've got vaulted ceilings. Pretty common in some of these homes. It looks like this is older, potentially could be updated, and yep, the kitchen is the same way. So clearly at some point somebody did some renovations of at least swapping out the appliances here, but I would even say these look to be in the 90s if I'm just taking a wild guess. But just like the other property, this home does have room for renovations. All right. But let's go to outside. So this is another example of golf course living. This is the golf course right here. And this home is located on the, it would be the western end of the golf course. So this is quite different than the other one that we just looked at. There unfortunately aren't as many views looking towards the back of the house, but just for quick perspective again, here's the golf course for this house, and then here's the golf course for the other property. This one is in a completely different section than the one that we were just looking at. This one is actually up on a hill. My God. Oh, I hate it. Anyways, okay, guys, if you want to look up this house for your own investigative purposes, here's the address down here. Okie dokie, thanks for joining me, friends. If you liked this video, you are going to want to watch this one next. Bye, friends.